It's recording now, and 3, 2, 1, go. So, hello and welcome people back to Pandemonium, and this time we're totally not doing episodes out of order.
No. Also, I have a very educational... I kind of like this music.
It's very westerny.
Well, it's very cool. But, fun fact, saguaro cacti are only found in the Sonoran Desert. So this must be in northern Mexico or somewhere in Arizona.
Sea Mexico.
Yeah, well, you know, you've played that game. What is that one?
Shadow Hearts from the New World.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't have any Cthulhu monsters or Brazilian ninjas, it's not really America.
It's very true. I mean, I can't go out on the street without a couple of Brazilian ninjas trying to start a ruckus.
I mean,
that might also be because I made fun of their kung fu.
So, if you really want to piss off a Brazilian ninja, tell them they're vastly inferior to the German ones.
No, just tell them that Spanish and Portuguese are the same language. That'll really get them going.
That is true. That is true.
But I will say it would be nice if they made the enemies just like reskinned a little bit for each level.
Yeah, but at the same time, for the most part, as we'll be discussing in one of the future episodes, each enemy type is has like a specific walking cycle and like a specific types of attack that they can do and what have you. So actually reskinning them for each level would be a little bit annoying. This enemy cannot damage you directly. However, they can send you flying.
Maybe instead of reskinning them, just have like some kinds of enemies that are unique to certain levels.
They just this guy, for example, he only appears in the desert levels, same as this guy.
I guess, yeah. You know, Arizona and Australia are basically the same place.
I mean,
when you came to
having all of those dragons, you know.
Yeah. When you came to Arizona, you met an Australian, so.
That is true.
Think about it.
It
all adds up.
We've met an Australian. He was all about the barbies and the shrimps.
He was actually. I still love the fact that he had no idea what we were talking about, and then we showed it to him, and he just like had the weirdest look on his face. Like, what is this? He's not much of a memer.
They're being racist towards me, but I didn't even know.
I don't even get the racism.
Yeah.
But anyway, and you remember when we were hanging out, and there was all those lava pits.
Yeah, it's just standard.
Is that what that's supposed to be?
Yeah, they're lava pits.
Yeah, it is kind of weird because this one especially makes no sense. It just looks like a carpet.
I mean, you see them. It's like lava pools.
Yeah, but like, you get what I mean, right? Like lava being a liquid wouldn't.
No volcano or anything. Yeah, I get you.
Well, and lava being a liquid wouldn't just. It would pool at the bottom of those little dips. It wouldn't just stick to the sides like that, you know.
Oh, you know. And see, here's a thing. They don't expect you to ever do a leap of faith. They always put an arrow pointing out.
Except for that one time, I'm telling you, they did. They just expected you to fall down through that box.
No, they actually. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Literally.
Yeah, that's right. That's from the future. How could I even know about that?
People shouldn't know about the things that happen in this game from over 20 years ago.
I mean, I am psychic though, so there's that.
I just
so when you're invulnerable because does it change your jump at all?
No. Your physics are exactly the same.
Okay, because it looks like the iron or whatever steel or effect from well, originally from Mario 64, and then also in Smash Brothers.
But this game
Where
actually came out
you fall quicker.
before Mario 64.
Right. But I'm just saying that's why my brain expects that.
Yeah, it's understandable.
If you're turned to metal, you fall faster. Although maybe it's a reference to Alex Mack.
Alex Mack.
I'll look a thing up and show you later.
Okay.
But I do dig the music for this stage. Gotta say.
Pretty much all of the music in this game is really good, like very upbeat, and very much fits to what's going on. And that like those flies are one of my least favorite enemy types because, well, like I will say in the future parts, not just that. It's also that they have multiple animations. One of them is standing around in the air, and the other one is moving around in the air. And I don't like that because, like, if they were going to do that, I would much rather have them, I would much rather there be two different types of flies.
Yes.
So, like, for example, have green flies which fly around back and forth, and brown flies which just stay in the air.
Like Koopas.
Yeah. I mean,
I think
it's not that big a deal, except for when they just start coming at you from off the side of the screen and you can't see them. This one's no different from any other one. And we have variations which are like, flying up and down, flying left and right.
Yeah, I mean, like Koopas.
Yeah.
It's the problem's been solved. You do what you're talking about, where you color code things.
Exactly. And the thing is, they do that for pretty much every other enemy in this game.
Oh, I see.
So
nice use of your time there. It's a dinosaur. I didn't realize that before. It was kind of hard to tell. I thought it might be a bull or something.
I mean, it's pretty standard for the Australian fauna, and he immediately goes to sleep. And I'm really bad at avoiding them.
This bone here is supposed to be the bones of a fish.
Probably some dragon. See?
Oh, hey!
Maybe a bigger one of theirs.
I love when they put ears on skulls. Maybe that was supposed to be horns. They just looked like horns. Ears.
And now we're a rhino. A rhino will destroy pretty much anything in one hit, so long as he's facing it. And
I know what this reminds me of. Donkey Kong Country.
Very much so, actually.
Transform into the animals. Can you knock it out of here?
Especially since this one actually is very reminiscent of that.
It's a rhino. Yes. Nice cut.
Yeah, I had to cut out the death.
Your baby mama called you for child support. I know how it is.
Well, yeah, that's also one of the reasons for a lot of my cuts.
Yep. It is funny how his mouth just flaps open. This rhino.
Sometimes, yes, because of those graphics.
Yep.
Those origami graphics.
Porygon is one of those Pokemon I didn't like as a kid, but I appreciate a lot more now.
Yeah.
Same is true of Doduo.
Doduo is pretty funny.
Yeah. So when I'm trying to remember the plot to this game.
Alright, so I will sum it up for you. In the amazing opening cutscene, Nikki and Fargus were playing around.
I remember the opening cutscene. I don't remember why we're having to stop at all these places, and like, is it just like this is the only way to get to where we're needing to go, or is it that
because we need to go to the wishing engine, and there is a map in the there was a map in the book, and that's where we're going. We're just going through the We're just on the way there.
Ah, I see.
That's the.
I like
that's,
that.
Yeah, like it's very simplistic in that regard. Like
So it's not like we have to collect all the MacGuffins in order to make the wish.
no, it has nothing to do with that. You just go to the wishing engine. That's and that's just like this happens to be the way.
Okay. It works for me.
Like the game has like one cutscene explaining its plot, and that's all. That face is pretty special. And here's Spider Forest. I hate this stage. It's either this stage or I'm pretty sure it's this stage where I have died like a bajillion times on a certain section. It's actually what I've been I will be complaining about in the future with logs. I think there are several stages with a very similar like artistic direction, with the whole logging theme.
Ah.
And one of
Didn't
them.
we do one of those already? Yeah.
Yeah.
We already did a log one. We already did a foresty log one.
Yeah, in the future.
Oh, that was in the future?
Yeah.
That was in the past.
And this is actually the episode where the stage where they introduce the yellow guys who shoot flies. And they are the worst because they
time is
around.
a flat circle, Nico.
So
I was about to say, what happened? Because how do you? Oh, it respawns. I see. Okay.
Yeah, it just grows back the moment you go off screen, or like in a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it just takes some time.
Yeah, it regrows. It doesn't go off the moment you leave the screen because that would be too helpful, I guess.
No, it's not a timer.
Yeah, it's on a timer.
Every time it does that camera angle shift, I expect a boss fight.
No, it's just that it reloads, or rather unloads the rest of the stage, and you cannot go back from there. And it actually loads the whole rest of the stage.
I do like the fact that most of it you can actually do pretty quickly. It's not like one of those platformers where they stop you constantly. You know?
No, it's actually like a lot of the stuff that I do is completely optional. I mean, okay, if I were to play this game legitimately, collecting all of the treasure would be very important because that's the best way to get more lives. But since I am using a cheat code in order to have endless lives, because
no, you're just that good. You've just collected an infinite number of lives. That's all.
Well, except that it always shows 4 of them, so you know.
Yeah, but that's just because it maxes out at 4, and it keeps giving you more and more.
It maxes out at 31 for some reason.
I guess how many bits is that? 8?
It's
1. So 1 is 1, 2.
You also.
Yeah, right. 8-bit. 8-bit gives you 32 numbers.
Maybe.
In binary.
But like, what's very weird about this game's life system is that you get, you actually need to collect 300 coins in order to get a life, which I feel is a little bit excessive considering how easy it is to die.
Oh, it may be 6. I was being stupid. Never mind. But okay.
Actually, you can kill the spiders by jumping on the spider web. Sometimes,
like Super Mario World,
web from the other side,
where you punch the Koopas through the grating.
Yes, that's actually exactly how it works. But yes,
all right.
Sometimes I just like to collect the coins for the lols, and this is the section that I dislike the most of all of them.
Because it makes you dizzy, and you gotta listen to these flies a lot.
No, it's because it's just like, I wouldn't say so much unfair. It's just placement of enemies is very mean.
They surprise you a lot.
Yeah, like even though your character is dead, smack dead in the middle of the screen, like there, like
Yeah.
You really, and there is a woodpecker. You really
Hey.
can see the enemies coming. On a lot of occasions, and like for example here, see, he was shooting me off of the screen. I hate that.
Well, you should write a strongly worded letter to the creators of this game.
Yeah, I'm sure Eidos. Well, no, actually, Crystal Dynamics still exists, but Eidos does not. And this is the logging section that I was complaining about in the future. That's a weird sentence, because the logs.
Time is a flat circle.
Because the logs actually come at completely random intervals.
Oh yeah, I remember. That was when I started falling asleep, though.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, see?
I also like that they aren't really affected by gravity, they just have a track they run on.
And they come out of fucking nowhere. But yeah,
If I ever do
they could have
get
easily,
Claw worked out, you're gonna see lots of stuff like that.
They could have, like, see? I was expecting there to not be any more logs, but no, there's just a whole gigantic section where they don't come for a long while, for no reason.
But you made it. You survived. What are you whining about?
Yeah, because I cut out like 17 times that I died on that section.